Good morning from Pensacola, Florida. Yesterday we traveled from Perry, Florida to Pensacola, Florida, and it's foggy again today. The fog is out, and there's another thing I learned or was reminded of yesterday in reviewing my little crash, was that extreme weather calls for extreme caution. And so, especially in this area, this coastal area along the Gulf, there's just bays and bridges and waterways everywhere, and the fog really collects on those, which makes it like water crossings, bridges, sort of extra freaky. So yeah, you know, at my riding level, which is not super experienced, taking off, blazing down the road in dense fog is just not what I'm all about. So I will be taking it a little bit slower today and holding off while the fog clears. It's about 9 a.m. The fog is somewhat clearing. I'm loaded up, pressing on. The weather forecast looks terrible. Severe storms coming, so I'm just gonna see how far I can get, maybe ride like half a day, hoping to get like to maybe at least Mobile, stuck inside of Mobile. But we'll see what happens. Getting back on the right road and seeing what happens. love wins in Mobile. Alright, I think I found a hotel. This is a really cool little town here. Digging it. Stuck inside a Mobile. It's funny how things work out. I am in Mobile, Alabama, not by choice, but by necessity. And I've always been a big fan of Bob Dylan. And one of his songs, Stuck Inside of Mobile, with the Memphis Blues again, is a song I really like. And I've always wondered what Mobile is like and what prompted Bob Dylan to write that song. What does it mean? Who knows? Grandpa, he died last week, and they buried him in the rocks. Now everybody talks about how badly they are shocked. But me, I expected it to happen. I knew he'd lost all control when he built a fire on Main Street and he shot it full of holes. Oh, mama, can this really be the end? To be stuck inside of Mobile with the Memphis Blues again. I love that song. So anyway, I'm in Mobile, and it's funny how things work out because I knew nothing about it, and it's a really cool town, city. So I'm going to walk around a little bit, but, I stopped here because, man, I'm learning every day. Got up this morning, dense fog. I thought, okay, not going to leave at sunrise in dense fog. I'm going to wait for it to burn off a little bit. So I waited until 9. It had probably burned off a little bit, although certainly not entirely. But I felt like I could make some headway. And I was also, aware that there's storms impending, that there's a storm moving toward me from the west. So I wanted to try to make some progress. And I thought I could get to Mobile, and I thought that would be cool. So I made it just as the rain was coming in. So I'm glad I made it. I'm glad I was cautious and smart. And I'm not really super excited about riding in the rain whatsoever. So I don't really plan to do that, especially loaded down with all of this luggage and gear. So I'm going to be here for tonight, maybe tomorrow too. If looks like it could be a fairly good sized storm, so I might get rained in for another day. And kind of cool place to be rained in. I'm at this kind of old Holiday Inn that's just been redone, and it's this huge circular tower, pretty wild, maybe kind of like an iconic building of Mobile probably. But man, learning so much every day. Just focusing on being cautious. I was nervous today. I was a little bit nervous, still shaken up a little bit. Not really, but just aware that, motorcycle riding requires preparation, thought, awareness, and an abundance of caution. And I think I exercised that today. And I'm here safely, and I'm going to proceed safely. So anyway, getting some things done. Happy to be here. Had an interesting check-in with the people downstairs and the 2 nice young women who helped me out. It was awesome. So, man, the adventure continues. What an adventure. In 3 days, I feel like I've grown and learned so much. You learn so much about yourself when you push yourself out of your comfort zone and are forced to just adapt, rethink things, solve problems, think critically about every choice you're making. It's intense. It's super duper intense and revealing. So goodbye for now. I'm going to head out, I think, in a minute to the streets of Mobile, maybe get a little bit of footage. We'll see what happens. Peace out. Look at this hotel. It's very yellow and very circular. it's not raining too hard. What do we have over here? It's Christmas time. Look at my special little bike zone. Totally awesome. Roped off. Look at the ropes around it. Covered. Sweet. All right, we're gonna go navigate Mobile. Go into Roosters for lunch. I guess I'm down in the heart of it all, Dauphin Street. Christmas decorations are up. This is Center Square here, I guess. Cathedral Square. Still really foggy out. Look at this weather. Can you believe it? Here's the view down Dauphin Street. Maybe this is the town center square. Very cool. There's these oysters about town. Oyster art. There's a sign at the bottom that says oysters spawn when the water temperature rises above 68 degrees. Okay, good to know. There's some massive old live oaks. About 1 million squirrels in this park. You know I love a live oak tree. I'm not sure why these oak trees are all so bent over. They were kind of shaped that way, or they're all very bent in different directions. These are some massive old trees. Gosh, I'd love to know how old these are. If anyone knows, put it in the comments. They gotta be over 100 years old. This is a cool park. I'm liking Mobile. This statue was erected by the colonial dames of Alabama on February 24th, 1906. And so I guess these trees must be over 100 years old, probably planted about the same time, so interesting. Let's see what the back of it says. There's some writing on the back that describes who the statue is to, in everlasting remembrance. And it is to Jean-Baptiste Lemoyne, Sieur de Bienville, native of Montreal, Canada, naval officer of France, governor of Louisiana, and founder of the first capital, Mobile, in 1711. Born 1680, died 1768. We are united in a cause to live together as brothers and sisters. Our differences are no more than the tools that build the culture we share. In one sound mind and body, we rise up to the task set before us in love. As we point to the sky, we know that it is where our strength comes from. We are one Mobile. We are rising. Very cool. Here comes the Bobby Joe James at the river. Not a very impressive view right now. I'm not even sure what river this is. The Appalachie, maybe? Have to look it up when I get back. Put it on there. Having a nice coffee. Sir does. Kind of funny. I talked to the kid at the counter who served me the coffee and said, "Hey, is the river 2 blocks down the road over there? I think I can see water down there." He's like, "Yeah, I don't know, man." He works 2 blocks from the river and doesn't know that it's right here. So kind of classic. Anyway, there we go. Railroad comes right through town. I'm a big fan of music of all kinds, especially live music, and so I've collected a lot of it, and I'm familiar with famous historic music venues across the country, and this is one I'm definitely familiar with and aware of, and the Singer. So I was totally excited to just stumble across the Singer. Right here in Mobile, Alabama, the Singer. Very cool. Look at this old building. There's a lot of very cool architecture here in this town. Old. Foggy. Old and foggy. Still looking for a place to eat. Good question. Good question. Look at the sky. It's kind of clearing up, but unfortunately I think a lot more rain is coming, so oh well, see what happens. Here's my hotel coming up. Look at the big round monolith of a Holiday Inn. There she is. The big green tower. Well, good news. It looks like the rain is likely to be cleared by the morning. It's supposed to rain a little bit through the night and then be cleared by the morning. 20% chance, so I'm going to get packed up and get ready to roll. But it's cool how things work out, you know. I'm happy to have been in Mobile. I'm happy to have been here. I enjoyed walking around. Didn't rain too hard today, actually, but, you know, whatever. I played it safe and stopped for the night, and I'm happy to have been here. I'd never been to Mobile, and now I have, and that's cool. So back on the road in the morning, going to try to get to at least Baton Rouge. And if I get to Baton Rouge, that would be cool too, because, Garth Brooks calling Baton Rouge. And I would definitely like to call on Baton Rouge. So, I might just have to stop in Baton Rouge. That sounds cool. So we'll see. Going to get packed up, going to press on in the morning, and more to come tomorrow. Have a good night from Mobile, Alabama.